Hello. Hello. My name is Wendell Willkie, and I was born on February 18th, 1892. Growing up, both my parents were lawyers, and my mother was one of the first women admitted into the Indiana State Bar Association. I'm the fourth child out of 6, and growing up, we were all very intelligent with having both our parents as lawyers, so we had a lot of debates at the dinner table. Because of that, I became very involved in politics. I was even my class's president when I was a senior in high school. I also have had several different jobs. I've been a dishwasher boy, I've co-owned a hotel, and I've worked at Yellowstone National Park. And I've also worked in a tin factory, so I'm well educated on how jobs work. I was quite the rebel growing up. And then I joined World War I, and I straightened myself out. And after being in the war, I joined law school. Future Wendell Willkie, take it away.
Thanks, Wendell. It's Wendell, but older. Now, what's my campaign really even about right now? Well, as Wendell just told you, I have a long history of political involvement, and I have a lot of experience in different job types. I just recently changed from being a Democrat to a Republican in 1939, and that shows I'm really more of a bipartisan candidate who's willing to bridge the gap between the two parties. At the Republican convention, I said we are not Republicans alone, but Americans. And I have shown that through working with FDR on a lot of his initiatives. I supported his aid efforts to Britain, although I've encouraged him to support more strongly. And I even encouraged the peacetime draft that FDR initiated. Without my support, it may never have taken off in the first place. I also support a lot of the New Deal initiatives, although I am critical of some of the wasteful aspects and the inefficiency the government can bring. Additionally, I've criticized FDR on his lack of support for African American citizens. I have claimed that if I'm elected, I would end segregation in the military and work towards equality in civil service, education, and housing. Additionally, I want to create more jobs through business expansion for the average worker. And even though I have a background in business, I support the rights of the worker. I don't like big business taking advantage of people. I'm willing to criticize them, and I support a lot of collective bargaining, limits on hours worked per week, a minimum wage, and employment insurance. I am here with the experience of big business, but I'm here for the rights of the people, and that's why you should vote for me. And what's this? There's an fireside chat happening with FDR endorsing my presidency? Let's listen in.
September 12th, 1940. Secret address done by me in the study of the White House at 10 p.m. Delivered from the heart, without wanting any of this information to become public. I want to talk for a few minutes about the candidacy of future President Wendell Willkie. He is my Republican opponent who is caring, dedicated, and experienced. He wants to do things for this country that I'm not sure I can. I'm being honest, I do not want to run for a third term. I am not ready for a third term. I have not even begun to think of things that I would be able to do if I won a third term as president. The country needs Wilkie. He was a godsend to this country when we needed him most. He deserves this position and can improve the country in ways that I wish I could do. There are a few things I have neglected or failed to do. I have created New Deal programs that have put our government into debt. I have increased the government's power and took away the independence of the people. I have become angry from the fact that the courts are knocking down and ruling my New Deal programs as unconstitutional. I have developed resentment towards them and even decided to pack the courts so that I would have more justices that favor my programs and laws. Out of all my neglected duties, the worst would be my inability to prevent the dictatorship of Adolf Hitler. I have become selfish and overdriven by competition that I have failed to see the mistreatment of the Jews. I believe in the U.S. not becoming involved in these affairs when I should have leaned more towards Wendell Willkie's proposal. He has suggested getting involved early to stop the rule of Hitler. He suggested supporting Britain and other allies. And because he fought in World War I, he suggested adopting one world affairs. He wants to eliminate petty politics and come together as one world. I suggest you all listen to Wilkie and understand that my time has come to an end. I have done my service, and it is time to give it over to someone newer. Someone like Wendell Willkie. Excuse me. I am FDR, and I approve this message.